Hey everyone, welcome back to the third chapter. Today I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to animate this security camera in Blender. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me be closing the sound for now. So what we're going to be doing here is just going to be simple. So the first thing we are going to do, the signal the lights, because just 3-point lights. There are some parts in my previous tutorials where I showed you how you can be able to light the product in Blender, but I have never shown you how you can be able to actually animate anything in Blender. So I said, what if I could show you how you can just do it simply in Blender? So as you can see, we have a simple setup here. We have what we call an empty, and also we have this rotation, and also there is this camera view. And once we move the camera, there are things that happens, and as you can see, it moves, and it moves close what they it move close to what this object is using. By the way, these objects are called empty. These two objects are called the empty, as you can see here. Maybe first of all, turn on my screen keys so that you can know where I'm pressing. Now you can see. Let me see if right. So I think this is enough. And also make sure you are in timeline, but it's always going to be in timeline. All right, so let me bring that back. And the way I did this is, as you can see, I'm going to press like this one. I press this empty and I just press shift and I selected this and I went to this X-ray modifier, and because you can see I am already set up in different parts. I went, let me use maybe C. Let me zoom in just a tiny bit so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let me select this part. I think it's gonna be necessary. Let me select something here, the circle, this one, the lens, and also this stuff, and this one. This is the one I need now. For now, I think I can just press Ctrl J and combine them all so that it can be easy for me to set up. Now I can just come, select the empty, and select the camera and press Ctrl P and keep the transforms. But that's why what you're going to do is going to press you're going to press select this two one, this object, the empty, and this one, and press Ctrl P, and you're gonna parent them. You're gonna parent them here with just keep transform this one, and then once you once you have done that, you're gonna be able to have something like this. As you can see, it can rotate and move around any way it wants in the end, because you can see the camera can rotate any way it wants. And the way I just simply did it was like I went here and I added one tiny keyframe. I said, for example, like you can add in rotation and I can just come here and press R and maybe rotate it slightly like that and add in another one location. Once I do that, it's gonna be changing also, and as you can see, it's yeah, you can see it actually moved, but in a different way than I want it to be. But that's how you do it. Actually, I don't want to go deep into this because time is relevant, just like Einstein said. Yeah, so now, guys, right? So I think you have known the basic about the setup. By the way, I used the frame of 250, and it's the best thing because once you're using Eevee and you're rendering, it runs so fast. All right, now the other setup is how you can bring this empty into Blender. It's easy. You just press Shift A. After pressing Shift A, you come to empty and you choose this sphere. And once you press the sphere, it's going to be here, and make sure the cursor is here. And the easiest way to do that is by pressing this. Let me use this one and come here. Is it Control S? No, it's Shift S. Yeah, Shift S. I almost forgot. And you're gonna do cursor to selected. That's enough. And then you just put it there, and the sphere comes in, you parent the object, and your camera is going to be ready to go. Alright, so you have done all of that. What you're going to do now is simple. Is by the way, I think it's going to rain. So, and I cannot stop the tutorial because I have already started, so I have my time. I think I can just do this and show you what you need to do. Now we're going to do something, which is how you're gonna be able to actually make this work. Like as you can see, this is moving with the camera. All right, so we have that. First of all, let me see like a base preview that I want. Maybe I want this one to be here, and Control Alt 0 is gonna parent it right here, but I think I'm gonna put it on solid view, but you can see also it's kind of good. Can also make another scene here, but I want this one not to be seen because you guys can see I'm using a background. And I really need something big and huge. You can use it for blending anything you want. But for me, I'm just gonna be using something slightly like this. I'm just gonna bring it up, slice it to the camera. And by the way, I don't know what they call this one again. Yeah, they overrays. Yeah, they overrays. So this is how the scene looks in Blender. So it's like it's from. So I was just trying to show you something. So if you wanna make any view for when you're gonna render something, you're gonna press Control Shift and then 0. Control Alt and 0, and you're gonna parent it where you are. So let's go back to this one. I just prayed so that it can just come back to the frames of it. And let me bring my overlays. And now what you're going to do here is simple. So what you're going to do here is we are going to actually I'm going to show you a trick on where you can do something when you're going to be trying to show the details, a lot of it, how you can how you're going to be able to make your camera follow the your object. It's called the driver. So you're going to make something which is a driver. So the way you're going to do the driver is simple. You just come here and press Shift A, and no, it's not Shift A. Yeah, we already have the empty, so you just can bring the empty, the one you want to make the driver to. And also I do let me scan you I think it's here. Come here to the camera. Now let's come here to the what they call it again. I'm bad at see. I hate knowing names, guys, but it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, it's the outliner. So we're gonna come into the outliner instead of going to have to go and search where you're gonna tweak and tweak. Come into the outliner and select the camera. And once you select the camera, it means the camera is selected here. And once you're done with that, you're going to come here and do something which is simple, which is like you have to add object constraints. You can see it here, right? Constraints. And once you do that, you're gonna come here and add in an object, and you going to come here to track 2, right? You can see track 2, and maybe let me just remove this and bring it back to the baby, bring it back. Maybe I could just switch it a little bit, the track, and I'm going to come and select my empty. And now we have our camera back. So now this is going to control how the camera is going to be reacting to the object. Now you can see you can move around whenever you go, it's going to move. And the best thing about this is because every time you're going to do something crazy, it's just going to show you the details of the camera and you're not going to go through a lot of things. All right, so let me go back because I don't want to do a lot of things. Here, I'm just trying to show you the basic of how you do this. Now, once you have done with that, there's something else you have to do. Come back to the camera here and come here to the camera settings. And also, you're gonna have to come and check the depth of field. Why the depth of field? Because you want this stuff to only show the details that you want for the depth of field. The other parts are going to be blurred, and that's going to give you the best shot ever. So let me also remove this, come here and select the empty. After selecting the empty, you're going to see this. It's going to add in the empty there, and once you control that, it's gonna be driving. It's gonna be like the driver for the depth of field also in the camera motion. Because if I rotate this, you can see also like cannot move. It's only for the movement. Yeah, I don't know that. But if you try to move the camera also, it's gonna be weird because you can see also it can rotate. And this can give you a good shot, right? Look at this. Oh, sorry for that. It's a trick. Yeah, you can see you can make good tracks, and then all you have to do is add in a keyframe, whether location, rotation, or scale. I don't know what you're going to be doing, but it's going to be how you want to animate your object. But this is the simple setup that you can just use to animate any product in Blender. It's going to help you to do a lot of stuff. Another thing that I need you to know before we go out of the settings for the camera and other stuff, I need you to come into the focal current and make sure your focal current is between 100 and 80. Yeah, it's probably gonna be better. Maybe you can make it like 100. The camera can be near, or you can just come and add in 80. So once you just come with 80, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be good. All right, so now you have done all of that. I think it's time for something else. We need to come here. I told you previous time that I'm gonna show it again so that you can understand it clearly. This is what we call the yeah, make sure that you filmic here on the color management, scroll down to color management and make it look filmic and make very high contrast. Or maybe you can just make medium contrast. Play around with it. I don't know. There's no precise thing in Blender. You just have to play around and see what works for you. Alright, so what you're gonna do here now is just come and maybe choose medium contrast or high contrast according to your liking. Maybe for me I like things that are contrast, but you can also this can also look good. But for me, I like to have maybe high contrast. Yeah, this is really good, not bad at all. All right, so and I was thinking about changing the color also because I'm thinking like white. I'm really disgusted about getting black. White, I need to have black color so that don't ask me, guys. I don't need your opinion now. I just need to do my shit. Right. Now you have done all of that and your HDRI is ready to go and everything set up is there, and then what you have to do is come here to the formats. Yeah, the output and output properties, that's all they call it, but for formats, you come here and make sure that you're gonna be like on 4K. I like to do things at 4K resolution. And also I'm gonna scroll down. This is where you save the photo. So now you want to save anything in Blender. You come here to outputs and you just select, this is the photo. I have selected my local disk E, which is the photo. You come and select it, and then once you're done with that, you're gonna come and choose something which is simple, like when you're gonna choose, this is the format. So you come here to file format. There are a lot of them. Some people will tell you can render like PNG sequence. For PNG sequence, gonna render different a lot of images at the same time, and Blender is gonna be combining those frames by frames to one output. But this time I don't wanna use that. I'm just gonna use this FFF and PAG video. And I'm gonna select this one. It's gonna be rendering my animation. Now once that is done, you come here to render and select and render animation, and it's gonna start rendering. Once it's done, you're gonna see it on the output, and make sure doing it navy, guys, because once it's being stupid and thinking you're gonna render this in cycles, you're gonna be fucked up because cycles really takes a long time. So for me, I just realized that you're gonna be making product visualization, especially for electronic things. It's better to use Eevee because Eevee render fast and mostly it costs you nothing. And if you have a potato PC, like a lot of us got actually, you have to use Eevee for rendering fast because yeah, like setting up the lights for cycles is really easy. For if it's really hard, the more time you're gonna spend on the lights gonna look good, but then eventually you're gonna get a nice product which is looking good. Now we have a fancy camera. It's rendering like the time of this. Let me check. It's already now look. It's already on the frame 9. That is really intense. It's reaching like it's already on frame 10, and it's running fast. And I'm not even using RTX. I'm just using a GTX. And I'm not even using a graphic card actually. I'm just using this fucking laptop. Who gives a fuck? So let's continue, man. I just showed you what you need to do in order for your actual to make this stuff and just like that. So now guys, thank you very much for sticking until the end of the course. I mean the end of the tutorial. If you like my video, please subscribe and give me a like, comment below for because I like your feedbacks also. Give me a comment below. It's gonna be better for me to actually do something really good because I wanna grow this channel and make some money on it. Yeah, so it's going to be better. And yeah guys, I will see you next time in another video where maybe I'm gonna be modeling a minion or something else. So I will see you there.